Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Andy here. I went from depressed and suicidal to living a life of abundance and joy. If I can do it, you sure as hell can too. I did a video a couple of days ago celebrating a bunch of your wins and your baby steps. And man, some of you wrote some comments, and I've got some other stuff I'm going to read out. But man, I really want to start with this absolutely amazing legend here. So this guy, Tsukoya13, I can't even pronounce some of your usernames. I love the username, I just can't say it, said, I've just started your approach anxiety program. So the program he is referring to, for any of you that don't know, if you go to my website, killyourinnerloser.com, click the little thing up the top and you can just search for approach anxiety program. Just type in the word approach. And the second one that comes up here, Andy's Approach Anxiety Program, a program that every guy can complete. This is my very simple approach anxiety program that I've made ridiculously simple so that, like I said in the title, literally anyone can complete. I have an audio here explaining how it works and all of that. And here's sort of the program. You can check that out on your own if you're interested. If you want to go outside and learn how to talk to women, that's obviously very free. You know, this article is free. He says, I just started your approach anxiety program, and after struggling with it for 3 months, so first of all, before I even keep talking, holy crap, amazing courage, amazing perseverance, amazing ability to just keep going, you know, working with something for 3 months and eventually getting it done. Holy crap, you're amazing. So he says, I managed to talk to a woman. Holy fucking crap, that's amazing. And I said in this video, this video that I'm talking about here called Celebrating Your Wins and Your Baby Steps, I said that even the smallest little baby step that you're able to take, like even if all you can do is walk around for, like in this guy's case, 3 months trying to talk to women, holy crap, that's amazing. That is such incredible success. If you just go outside and try to talk to people, if you can't even do that, if all you can do is walk around outside and think about talking to other people, like talking to women, that is amazing. That is a huge victory. That is baby steps. That is you taking action. That's you building that courage to eventually get to a point where, you end up talking to a woman. So he says the conversation was only like 3 sentences before she said, sorry, I'm already taken. But it's great that you're taking the initiative. Yeah. I've said this before in so many videos. Women are so fucking nice. And when you go out and actually start hitting on them, so many of them will literally give you a pat on the back and be like, it's great that you're taking the initiative. Or most men don't hit on women anymore. Or guys don't really approach women anymore. Good job doing this. I hope you find a woman that you really like. I've had people physically pat me on the shoulder, like women literally give you a pat on the shoulder and say, good job, like keep going. This is so good. And you're like, wow, like thank you. That feels really good. Thank you for the encouragement. I talked about this in a video on my channel. This one here, it's just called like women are actually really nice. So just search my channel for the word nice. And I talk about how freaking nice women are, especially if you're really nervous, because most women, especially if they're single, but most women in general, are really nervous with the whole dating process too. And so if you walk up to them and say, hey, I'm nervous, but you're really pretty and I wanted to say hi, most of them understand that that took incredible fucking courage for you to do. And so they'll be really gentle and nice with you. Most of them are really nervous because you're a stranger who just walked up to them and started hitting on them. They are nervous. And so in that moment, most of them will be really fucking nice. Now, the one exception is if you go out clubbing when people are on drugs. Alcohol is a drug. Everybody's drunk or on harder drugs. And so, yes, sometimes they're not super nice. But if we're talking about in public during the day while not under the influence of drugs and alcohol, then yes, the vast majority of women will be unbelievably nice to you. Same as on dating apps. Most women are nice. Again, the exception will be if you're on Tinder or Hinge on a Friday night or a Saturday night when they're drunk. Yes, sometimes they're not super nice. That's okay. We just unmatch those people. We have love in our heart for them. We say, hey, maybe they're just going through something. That's why they're not being very nice right now. That's cool. I've been grumpy in my life at times too. I haven't always been super nice. That's cool. I'll unmatch them and I'll go talk to the nice people. But as I said in this video, most women are fucking nice. And this, what this guy said, this is what I'm fucking referring to when I say you will walk up to women and you will hit on them and you will be so fucking terrified and so scared, and you'll be shitting your pants, and you'll be utterly convinced that it's going to go so terribly and that she's going to like bite your head off or scream at you or do something weird, and she'll be nice to you. And some of them will even say, it's great that you're taking the initiative. And you'll be like, whoa, not only was she nice to me, but she's encouraging me to keep doing this. She actually thinks this is a good thing, particularly for some of you that have fear of like being creepy, or like, what if I'm weird, or what if I bother women if I hit on them? What if I waste their time? What if I annoy people by talking to them? No, you're going to have some people that will literally say to you, this is a beautiful thing that you're doing. You know, good job taking the initiative. You will even, especially if you do this in bars and clubs and stuff, and you're willing to be, you know, to take the initiative here, you will even hit on some women. They'll say, I'm not single. If you're willing to take the initiative and say, do you want to be my wingman, or do you want to help me talk to other girls? You're going to find that some women go like, yeah, that sounds fun. I'd love to. And then you go, wait, what the fuck? Okay, fuck. Like, do you want to be my wingman? Okay, shit. Which girl should I talk to? And they'll look around with you, and you'll be like, wait, what the fuck? Is like a girl helping me hit on other women now? What the fuck is going on? They'll look around and they'll go hit on that woman over there. And you're like, what the fuck? And so you go hit on her, you know, then you come back, and the first girl will be like good. You might even look across at her while you're talking to this girl, and she'll be like, and then the girl that you're talking to, that you're hitting on, will see her giving you a thumbs up. And now you have social proof. You know, women love guys that are friends with other women. Women love guys that are friends with women who are their wingman, right? You can even, if you want to, if she wants to, you can say to her, do you want to come with me? Come talk to that girl over there with me. She's cute. You know, put in, like, you and me are going to go hit on her together. And like, for me, like, you're not going to have sex with her, but we're going to do it together. I've had so many coaching clients that go out at night and go clubbing and really play like the night game and all of that. And they meet women, especially if you meet some lesbian women, holy fuck, then it's like easy mode. Lesbian women just seem to really want to be wingmen for men. Like, if they like you, if you're nice and you talk and you socialize a bit and you become friends, like, lesbians can be the best fucking wingmen. And I've had some male clients that literally become like friends with a woman. And like, they'll message each other and be like, hey, I'm going out tonight, Friday night. Do you want to come with me? Yeah, sure. And like, that woman will help and will be like, hey, that girl over there, she's kind of really cute. Like, I think she might be your type. Go say hi to her. And you'll be like, yeah, are you sure? Like, you're cool here chilling for a bit by yourself? Yeah, just go talk to her. They'll go talk to the girl for 10 minutes, you know, get her phone number or whatever, or maybe kiss her or whatever they're looking for. They'll come back and say like, hey, yeah, that was great. How'd it go? Oh yeah, so good. Like, so women can be your best wingman. Anyway, the point that I'm making here is you're going to find that lots of women are really fucking nice. And for any of you women listening who are looking to date some men, you're going to find the same thing. Like, men are really fucking nice. We're really nice. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but men are very gentle. They're very loving. Yes, there are some men out there that aren't like that. Of course, there are some women out there that aren't like that. But the majority of people are really fucking nice. And so even if you're scared when it comes to dating, even if you're terrified of talking to the opposite sex, it can be really fucking scary sometimes, but people are really nice. I say this to any lesbians or bisexual or gay people as well. Your own gender is really nice, especially for bi girls. I've found that a lot of them are very intimidated by their own gender. Imogen has a lot of fear around women, particularly attractive women. So does the girl that we had on the podcast recently, the OnlyFans girl. So is Bronwyn a little bit, you know, the girl that we've been dating for 2 years, she's sometimes expressed nervousness around attractive women or women that she's attracted to. Lots of bisexual girls or lesbian girls, and I'm assuming it's the same for gay men. I don't know. I've never asked, but lots of lesbian and bisexual girls are intimidated by their own gender. And so to any of you who might be a bisexual girl or a lesbian girl, I promise you, your own gender is really fucking nice. I promise you, they're not that scary. You're more scared of them than they are of you. I can say that about, you know, men and women. We often get scared of the opposite gender. And I don't know if any of you ever had this, like your parents ever told you this growing up, but anytime I was afraid of like a snake or a spider, my parents would say, or my mum would say, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. Like, a snake is more scared of you than you are of it. And I was like, oh, okay. So same thing with women here. Any of you men that are terrified to go outside and hit on women, the women are more scared of you than you are of them. Any women listening, you're scared, you know, to go on a date with a guy. trust me when I say the guys are more scared of you than you are of them. The guys are like putting all this pressure on themselves of like, I have to do a good job. I have to be a gentleman. I can't be too creepy. I can't be any of this. Like, you as the woman are sitting there going, oh man, like men must have their shit together. No, they're just as fucking terrified of you as you are of them, and vice versa. So, yeah, let's keep reading what he said. He said, I cried a tear of joy when walking home that day. Bro, that's so fucking incredible, beautifully. That's so fucking incredibly beautiful, man. That's so amazing. Yeah, and this is such a common thing that I've seen in my coaching clients, hey, where, like I said, they're so terrified to walk up to women and start hitting on them. And I will tell them, I promise you it will go okay. I promise you it'll go amazing. I promise you, some of the women will be available. Some of them won't be. Some will be interested in you. Some of them won't be. But I promise you that the vast majority of them, like 98% of them, will be really nice to you. And some of them will go above and beyond when it comes to being nice to you. Like this guy. Literally the first fucking woman this guy hits on is like, hey, I'm already taken, but it's great you're taking the initiative. The first fucking woman this guy ever hits on gives him motivation and tells him to keep doing it. Like, it's great that you're taking this initiative. She just gave him a fucking positive pep talk. The first woman he ever hit on. That's his first experience with hitting on a woman. This is what I'm talking about. Again, not every woman is nice, but like the vast majority of them are, especially if you're in a Western country or a European country. Women are just fucking nice, guys. And any of you women listening, guys are just fucking nice. The first woman this guy ever hits on is like, hey, I'm taken, but it's great that you're taking the initiative. And then he walks home and cries tears of joy. So to you, my friend, I say hats off. Take my fucking hat off to you. There you go. Good job. Keep on doing this. You're going to find that some women are available. Some women are not. Some women are super into you and super chatty. Some of them are not. Some of them will have a lot to say to you and they'll want to talk. Some of them will be too busy or just not interested and they won't talk much. You're going to get a variety of different responses. But the thing that you're going to realize is if I just keep talking to more women, eventually I'll find one that's available. I'll find one who likes me and is single and wants to go on a date with me. And you'll be very awkward. You'll be very nervous. You'll probably do a terrible job of the conversation. That's okay. You'll say, can I get your phone number? And she'll go, sure, I'd love that. And you're like, wait, what the fuck? She just said yes. What do I do? What do I do? Maybe you even say, I've never got this far. What do I do? And she's like, well, you take my phone number. And you're like, okay, fuck, how do I get your phone number? Shit, do you want to just text it to me? Fuck, where's my contacts? I don't know how to use my contacts on my phone. Fuck, how do I add a number in my phone? Shit, fuck. And like, you'll pull your phone out, you'll be like nervously like shaking. I went through all of this myself. You'll be shaking, you'll hand the phone to her. You're like, here, go, please, like, put your phone number in my phone. And she'll go like, sure. And like, maybe she's nervous, maybe her fucking hands are shaking too. She'll type in the number and she'll give it back to you and you'll be like, thanks. Is it a real number? Ha 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 ha. You didn't like give me a fake number, did you? Ha 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 ha. It would be okay if you gave me a fake number. I promise it's okay. And she's like, no, I gave you a real phone number. And you're like, okay, bye. It was nice to meet you. And like, you walk away and you're like, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm having a panic attack. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You look back at her and she's like walking off. You're like, oh my God, was that real? Was she real? Was that an actual human being that gave me, like, does she have a pussy? Like, I think she was a female. Yeah, she was. A female just gave me a phone number. Holy shit. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Holy fuck. What do I do? You sit there for like 3 hours overthinking what to say. And by the way, it doesn't matter what you say. Just say, hey, it was really nice to meet you. I'd love to grab that coffee. When are you free? Or are you free on Friday at, at 5 p.m.? Are you free on the weekend? Like, what are your plans? I'd love to meet with you. And you organize the date. You go on the date. You're shaking. You're having a fucking panic attack. You're like, do I get there early? Do I get there late? Like, where do we go? What bar do I take her to? Like, do I pay for a drink? Or does that mean I'm a weak little pussy male if I buy her a drink? Or wait, does it mean I'm a nice little, like, gentleman? Like, what do I do? Like, fuck, what do we talk about? Like, do I sit opposite her or do I sit next to her? Do I kiss her? Do I ask if I can kiss her? Like, do I fucking hold her hand? Is it weird to hold hands? Like, what do I... And, you might be nervous and overthinking everything. And by the way, I promise all of that is okay. This is all the stuff that I went through, 8 or so years ago when I first started all of this. I used to be so cute, so fucking adorable, like a lot of you. Very, very nervous, very, very scared. And I promise you'll do an okay job and you'll be nervous and she'll be nervous and you'll have a decent date. And before you know it, you'll be just awkwardly going like, you're pretty, can I kiss you? And she'll go, yeah, you can, okay. And then you kiss her and you're like, what the fuck? I just kissed a girl. I didn't even know this girl 5 days ago. And now we're just kissing each other. What the fuck? And then you'll be like, do you want to come back to my apartment? Maybe if you don't have to, do you want to? And she'll be like, sure, I'd like that. What are we going to do at your apartment? You're like, fuck, what do we do? Shit. Okay. Andy tells me just, you can be honest. Well, we can do anything we want. Maybe we could like make out and like fool around. Would you like that? And she's like, yeah, I'd love that. That sounds fun. And you're like, holy fuck, I can't believe this is working. You go back to your place, you fool around. Before you know it, you're having sex and your fucking mind gets blown. And you're like, I can't believe I could just walk up to a stranger on the street that I don't know and who doesn't know I exist. She didn't know I existed. Talk to her. She says, yes, I'd love to go on a date with you. Here's my phone number. We go on a date. I completely fucking suck at it. I can't make conversation. I'm weird and awkward, and so is she, maybe, if she's nervous. I ask her back to my apartment. I'm completely honest with her, and she says yes. And I'm like, what the fuck? You can just be honest and say what you want, and someone will say yes to that. Lots of people will say no to that, but some people will say yes to that. I can go back to my apartment and I can have sex and have this great, beautiful, intimate experience with someone that didn't know I existed a few days ago. And now we're having sex. Now she's laying in my arms and I can hear her, beautiful breath and her heartbeat against my chest or against me. And I'm just laying there stroking her hair going, holy crap, this is magical. Yes, that's possible. And that is what you're building towards, my friend. And so that is exactly why, this guy cried a tear of joy, because I think he's starting to understand this. I think he's starting to understand, oh my God, this doesn't have to be this big, terrifying thing. It doesn't have to be this big, massive thing. I'm just walking up to girls and saying, hi, how's it going? Like you're literally just saying hello to women, and you're finding out if they're single, and you're finding out if they're interested in going on a date with you and maybe having sex with you if that's what you're looking for, or becoming your girlfriend if that's what you want, whatever it is that you want. It's not that big a deal. It's not that scary. And this guy is starting to figure that out. And that's probably why he cried a tear of joy. But yeah, man, good fucking job right there. All right, let's move on and talk about some of the other comments here. So this guy, look at this fucking legend, said, I started uploading videos on YouTube, which was something I wanted to do for so long. Yeah, brother, you and like a million other people. So many people want to start a business, or they want to start a channel, or they want to, just start some project, but they procrastinate for so long. And they say, especially with YouTube, I have to have a good microphone. I have to have good audio. I have to have good video. I have to know what I'm going to talk about. I have to be eloquent. I have to be confident. I have to know how to do thumbnails. I have to know how to do good titles. I have to know how to do clickbait. I basically have to be Mr. Beast, with 300 and something million subscribers on his main channel. I have to be fucking perfect. No, bro, most people fucking suck when they start a YouTube channel. I definitely did, if you go back and watch my oldest videos. And so this guy took action and actually got started. Says, finally, I did it. Many thanks to you, sir. You're an absolute G. No, my friend, you are. You're the one that did this. You're the one that got started. And let's have a little look at his channel. This guy's already got 4 subscribers. More to the point, he's already done 35 fucking videos. Working on myself one day at a time. Hell yeah, brother. Got the Bitcoin donation. Look at this. This guy's already started some coaching. Like, absolute fucking G, man. Like, this is amazing. Already got a little Discord group. Dude, hell yeah. If you want some advice, not that you massively asked for it, but if you want some advice, give out coaching calls. I don't know if that's what you're doing right now. Give out free coaching calls. I think you're doing that. Look, because I can just book a call with you, a 30-minute call. I think you're giving out free calls. If you're doing that, good fucking job, bro. That's how you build a business. That's how I started at the start. And then what you do is you do a bunch of free coaching calls and ask every single person for a testimonial afterwards. Just send them an email afterwards. Say, hey, man, great catching up with you. Give them a little bit more coaching in your email. I still do that to this day. So after a call, it doesn't have to be a lot. Just write like 2 or 3 sentences saying, hey man, good job talking about the stuff that we talked about. Great job opening up, bro. You inspired me so much. You did such a good job being courageous and being real with me. Keep working on whatever it is you're working on. Maybe try this thing next. Just write like maybe 3 sentences and then say, I'm working on building, this business up myself, or I'm working on building up my channel. It'd be fucking awesome to me if you could write a little testimonial, just like 2 or 3 sentences, write as much or as little as you want. That would mean the world to me. And, if you're comfortable with me using that on my website or in my YouTube videos or whatever, if you don't want to do that, bro, got nothing but love for you. That's amazing, dude. keep on being you, keep on crushing it. I send that email to every single person that I do coaching calls with. And then every single coaching client that I have in my big coaching program, my 12-week coaching program, I will at the end of it say, hey, would you like to come on my YouTube channel and talk about all the things you achieved, give some inspiration to the audience, talk about what they can do, all of that. And probably about, I don't know, 50% of people say, I'm not comfortable coming on a channel, like I'm too scared to do that, but just read out all of my accomplishments. Just read that out, Andy. And then the other 50% say, fuck yeah, man, I'll come on the channel. I'll show my face, bro. Let's do it. You fucking changed my life enough. Let's get on there and talk about this. So do that, man. Keep doing a couple of free calls and get testimonials from people. When you have free testimonials from people, just read them out in videos on your channel. Like maybe at the start of every single one of your videos, read out a testimonial or a comment that someone has left. Like just show that on the screen or just read it out and start getting some testimonials in every single one of your videos. And then that will make people more inspired to come and work with you. And eventually, when you start to feel a little bit more confident, you can start charging if you're not already. I think you're not already. But you can start charging for the coaching calls. Start really small. So what I would suggest, if you're nervous, this applies to any of you that are starting any sort of business, particularly a coaching business or something like this, where you're giving advice, start out by just saying, I will do a coaching call with you. And then at the end of it, like afterwards, if you want to, if you feel like it helped you, you can donate some money to me. Donate whatever you feel like it was worth to you. And some people will donate $5 to you. You'll find some people will donate more money than you think you're worthy of. They'll donate like $100 to you, $150, and you'll be like, whoa, bro, this is too much money. No, accept the money with gratitude. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, as the saying goes. Say, bro, this is amazing. Thank you. And if you really feel a lot of gratitude, you can do something for them in return. That's what I usually do when someone donates money to me. So you could say, bro, you donated so much money to me. This is more than I expected. I'm going to record you a voice message and give you a little bit more coaching. Or I'm going to record a YouTube video for you like you've done, you've already got a bunch of YouTube videos. I'm going to record a YouTube video for you, giving a little bit more advice and don't say their name, leave them anonymous unless they say they're happy for you to share their name, and just give them basically like a little coaching video on YouTube that other people can watch, because it might be helpful for other people if you're talking about a topic that other people struggle with. So yeah, man, there's all these different ways of slowly building the business, but just slowly start doing donation-based coaching. But I would do that after you've done quite a bit of free coaching so you can understand how to be a better coach. It's probably going to take you at least a year or two to become a decent coach. It took me probably about 2 years to become decent at coaching. It takes a lot of practice. Probably you're going to have to coach 100 people before you get decent at it. So aim for that number. I'm going to coach 100 people. Do as many of them for free as you want, and then just do some donation-based ones. And then when you start to feel like you are decent at coaching and you start to feel confident, you can start charging money. So you can say the coaching is $15 an hour. Start really small. I started at $10 an hour or something. $10, then $15. Slowly put it up as you start to become more confident, and as you start to see that you're actually changing people's lives and having a big impact, you slowly raise the prices up over time. That's all I've ever done. Slow and steady wins the race. But let's talk about this guy's videos a little bit and give him some props. So see how he's not fucking stressing about thumbnails. He's not even doing YouTube thumbnails. YouTube is automatically making these. Here's one thumbnail he made, but YouTube is automatically making these thumbnails just based on the video. So he's not even making fucking thumbnails. He's not putting a shitload of effort into the titles. He's putting some effort. He hasn't made the most amazing backgrounds. He's just recording these in his house. In one, he figured out that it's easier to hold a microphone. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's easier if you have some sort of microphone stand. Look at this absolute fucking Chad. Instead of bothering to get an actual microphone, which would just be procrastination, he's just used a wooden fucking spoon, like a spatula from his kitchen, and he's drilled a hole, or he's just clipped the microphone to it. This is exactly what I'm talking about, where I say you guys can give yourself permission to suck and then actually get fucking started. This guy has taken incredible action. He's already done 35 videos. He didn't wait until he had an expensive fucking microphone stand like I have. This microphone and this stand that I have costs $1,000 in total. There's a really expensive microphone that Joe Rogan uses. But I did not start with this fucking microphone. I started with one called the Blue Blue Yeti microphone, which I got it secondhand. It was like $30, right? I started with really cheap, shitty equipment. At the start, actually, I was recording some of my podcasts on my phone with just the phone fucking audio, and I'd hold it near my mouth and just talk. And so you can start super cheap. And yes, it won't be the best quality. Yes, this guy's videos are clearly not the best quality. It's him holding a fucking wooden spatula, in front of a whiteboard. It's not the best quality. It doesn't fucking need to be. It's not going to be at the start. Good quality is something that you earn. And the only way you earn it is by doing a bunch of videos. And so this guy has already done 35 videos. Absolute fucking Chad. Absolute fucking legend. Keep on fucking going. Make more videos. Improve a little bit each time with each video. Aim to make it 1% better than the previous video. Like maybe in one video, you do get a microphone stand eventually. Maybe in one video, you do, make your background more interesting. Maybe you upgrade your camera one day when you can. Like you slowly upgrade over time and just aim to be better. Maybe you start doing YouTube thumbnails one day. You don't have to worry about any of this right now, but just start making content. I have a guy in my coaching program who's same shit. He wanted to start a YouTube channel and he was putting all this pressure on himself to be perfect and all of that. And I just said to him, man, just fucking get started. You have so much wisdom to share with the world, but you're not sharing it right now because you're thinking that you have to have a perfect YouTube channel. Just get fucking started. And he was like, yeah, but like, I don't know what I would show on the screen. Because he didn't want to show himself. This guy here is quite comfortable showing his face, but my client wanted to be anonymous. Like he doesn't want to show his face. And he's like, I've wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I don't know what I'd put on the screen. I can't just have a blank screen. And I told him the same thing I'll tell any of you that have been wanting to start a YouTube channel. Just search for something called free use video, or you can search Creative Commons videos. And see, there's playlists here. It says like YouTube free videos, Creative Commons, no copyright. There'll be a ton of playlists of these. And essentially what it is it's like this one has 226 videos in it that are just videos that people have made. And it's usually just like nice footage of a pretty background or something. And you are allowed to use this in your videos. You're literally allowed to have this in your videos while you're talking. And it's just like nice footage. See, it's like nice, pretty footage. Isn't that beautiful? And so I said to my client, bro, just like download these videos, or if that's too much effort, just get screen recording software and screen record the fucking video while you talk over the top of it. Look at that beautiful footage. And so that's what he started doing. He's already made, something like 50 videos in his time in the coaching, and they're really good videos with just this footage in the background, just free fucking footage, that you don't have to pay for. You don't even have to give credit for these, by the way. You're just allowed to play this in the background as long as you find ones that say like free use, Creative Commons. Like you got to search properly, but yeah, these kind of things. So I love these people like my client and like this guy who've just gotten started and not worried about perfectionism. Because that, by the way, is exactly how I started. If you go onto my fucking website, killarenaloser.com, just search for the word suck. The very first article that I ever wrote for my content, when I was really terrified and putting all this pressure on myself to start a website, this is the first article I ever wrote. It was called Give Yourself Permission to Suck. And it was because I was terrified and I kept procrastinating for months and not writing anything. And so look, at 9:37 p.m. today, I gave myself a challenge. I have to write an entire article in 1 hour. And I didn't know what I was going to write about. And then I just fucking started writing and I was rushing through it and I wrote all of this and I talked about how scared I am right now. And then boom. By 10:13 p.m., which was like 45 minutes later, I'd published this article. And this was the first article I ever wrote for my website, and I got it done. And so I gave myself permission to suck, to build everything that I've built here today. This YouTube channel, my Spotify podcast, this website, all the stuff that I have published has been because I gave myself permission to suck, just like this guy has. So good fucking job, my friend. Keep going. Maybe let's read out one more comment. This guy... he's featured in the last couple of videos. This guy's been on a cool little saga. He first came onto a live stream and said, hey guys, like, I really like anime, and I told a girl I liked anime, and she judged me for it, and she didn't, she was kind of not nice to me. And, we just encouraged him and said, hey bro, like that's fine. Some girls won't like anime, and some girls might even not be kind, you know, that's okay. Go talk to more girls. Some of them will be kind. And so then he did a follow up and he's like, yeah, like, you know, I'm struggling to find an anime girl that likes it as much as me. And I was like, bro, just keep going. I promise you, some girls like anime. You just have to talk to more girls. Then he posted again and said, holy crap, you were right, dude. I went on 2 dates with 2 girls and I had a great time and they had a great time and it's so good. And now he's just posted again, you know, saying he's gone on these 2 dates and he's waiting for second dates with both the girls. And he was honest about the fact that he's inexperienced and she is inexperienced too. So they talked about it. You know, he talked about different relationship things and he really liked that. You know, he talked about dating apps and how she was having some struggles on there. And so she stopped using them and, you know, started talking about positivity and all of this. And so, yeah, this guy's an absolute fucking legend. He's already gone on a few dates with a few women. Sounds like he's having a great time. What an absolute beast. So, yeah, I love you guys sharing all of your wins. I really appreciate it. And I'm always going to, you know, like I wrote fucking massive 3-paragraph answer to this guy. I'm always going to give you guys lots of props and I'll reply to all of your things or I'll do a video about it. But yeah, I love when you guys share your wins. I think it's really awesome. And maybe we will finish up with one last win. I will read this out from this is something from my coaching group. And I have this guy's permission to share all of this. He's actually going to come on this YouTube channel and do a podcast with me. And we'll talk about all the changes that he made. He's the one that was ridiculously honest. And on dating apps, he literally just says to women, you know, hey, you're really beautiful. I won't say his name just in case he wants to be honest, but he'd say, hi, I'm insert name here. I think you're really attractive and, you know, I'd love to meet up with you, grab a drink, see if we like each other. And if we like each other, I'd love to exchange orgasms with you. And he's just like completely fucking honest with that. That's his first message, literally just straight up front. So I'm going to get him on the YouTube channel and we'll talk about all of that, talk about honesty, talk about just being sexual and, you know, saying exactly what you want and not worrying about how it comes across. But I thought I would read out some of the stuff that he achieved because he had such an incredible fucking 12 weeks of coaching. He did so much stuff. You know, he had sex with 2 chicks, 3 chicks, 5 women. So he had 5 women at one time. He talks about, I'll get him to explain what this means, but basically he was like extremely upfront and honest within the first 30 seconds. You know, he would get women on the phone and just be like, hey, like, just so you know, like, if we meet up, if we like each other, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you. Like, he would just say that immediately and they'd be like, whoa, what the hell? Like whoa, slow down. Like, who says I'm going to let you fuck me? And he'd be like, yeah, girl, like, I know you might not let me fuck you, but I'm just saying, if we do fuck, holy fuck, I'm going to give you the best sex of your life. And they're like, look at you, Mr. Cocky. What makes you think that? And he's like, I just got no doubt, you know? I'm going to do everything I can to make you have a great experience. You know, I'm going to care about your pleasure. I'm going to give you orgasms. We're going to have a great time. And, you know, if we don't want to do that, no pressure. But I'm just letting you know, if we end up meeting and we end up liking each other, like, we're going to have some kinky sex. So he was just like completely honest. I love this guy so much. This guy was absolutely fucking amazing. He talks about how much effort he put in with swiping every day. Talks about how he actually took a course, like he wanted to start working on his finances and his business. So he took a course on that and started getting a job, or he's working on getting a job in that industry. He started a new blog, which I guess you can all go and check out if you want to. It's called Upfront and Erotic. He started a YouTube channel, which he made 26 videos for, like I said. You know, he interviewed, this was something else that we encouraged him to do, which was really cool. He interviewed 2 women that he slept with and, you know, did a podcast with them. And, you know, they talked about, what things did you like that I did? You know, did you like the fact that I was very sexual and honest with you? And these women, yeah, did like an hour or so long interview with him. Yeah, this guy did an amazing job. He approached 60 women in a day. You know, he had sex with, I think he had sex with like 6 women or something in the 12 weeks. But no, it would have been more than that. Because at one point he had 5, I'll have to ask him when I get him on the channel, but at one point he had 5 women at the same time that he was having sex with, like all at once, and he was completely honest and upfront with all of them. But basically, this guy absolutely fucking crushed it. This guy did some really amazing shit. And more than anything, I would say this guy contributed a hell of a lot to the coaching program itself. Like, he got to a point where he felt like he really knew what he was doing with women and dating. And he started giving back to all of the other coaching clients in the group. It was really cool to see. He would give them big motivational pep talks. He even recorded them videos, like for his YouTube channel, where he would just talk for an hour and give them advice and be like, hey, bro, I've been in your situation. I know how it feels, man. I promise you can do it. And he'd just do an hour-long passionate speech giving them motivation. And some of those videos really deeply affected some of the other coaching clients. This guy is such a loving, beautiful human being that he's so giving with his advice. And that's a really common thing in the coaching program. It's probably one of the things I'm most grateful for is most of the clients end up coaching each other and they end up pushing each other and being there for each other. It's very much like a family or a brotherhood. And I guess not a brotherhood because sometimes we have women in the group too. A personhood, a family. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful that we're in this position where people push each other. So if that's something any of you are interested in, you're very welcome to join the Winners Club, as we call it, just, the coaching program. We would love to have you in there. We have payment plans. I'm happy to sit down with any of you on a free call and talk about any fears that you might have and not put any pressure on you to join. I never pressure anyone to join, but just talk through, some of the fears that you might be having and how we can help with that if you would like us to. So I will leave a link to the coaching program before. Like I said, really, really, really impressed by all of your little victories, all of your goals, all of the baby steps that you're taking, and good job opening up to us. I know that sometimes it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, maybe opening up and saying, here's the action that I took, here's what I'm working on, here's what I'm scared of, here's what I'm struggling with. But I have nothing but love in my heart for all of you that choose to share what you're working on and your victories and your struggles, because I know at the start it can be quite difficult. And like I said, if you want help with that, I'm here. I have coaching. I will very much help you with that. And if not, that is beautiful too. As always, wonderful, amazing people. Go out there and crush those goals, and feel free to share your little victories or your little baby steps or anything that you're doing in the comments below, and I will react to them.